Libra, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 8th through the 14th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Libra. The overall energy for the reading, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we're dealing with the situation here that involves a lot of love. There's something going on, though, or it's kind of the opposite. Well, opposite extremes kind of meet here. But that is one thing that it involves love. In the recent past, the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Hangman. It's kind of like I'm about to do something here, but it's heartbreaking, it's hard, but I'm about to do it. Now, I don't know if you went ahead and did it or somebody else did something here. It kind of stands under the label of I'm about to. Okay. In the current situation, the Chariot, the Sun, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a situation that shows up currently, an experience in your life that carries loss and it carries happiness. So it's like two opposite energies kind of going on at the same time. Or it's maybe removing yourself from something and that would bring up happiness. I don't know. We'll see. In the immediate future, the Fool, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, finally, clear-cut energy. You're moving in the direction of a partnership here, so you're building here with someone potentially, and it's looking good. It's feeling good. So let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Queen of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're walking away from something or someone. Something or someone, but the point is that there's a lot of love invested in that situation. So that's what makes it a little bit tricky. But energetically speaking, you're kind of already started to walk away from this. Let me do the Page of Swords in the recent past. The Nine of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Star. Yeah, again, I'm about to do something and I know I'm going to do it and eventually it'll get done. But right now it's very difficult. I feel like this is the beginning of this process of removing something from your life, basically. And while it wasn't set up like that from the get-go, from what I can see there, you were kind of heading in that direction, even if you didn't know it. Like, this is what I'm doing. Let me do the Three of Swords, the Magician, the Temperance card, the Five of Wands. You were just trying to avoid any kind of conflict, any kind of disturbance. You just kind of like, I'm just going to quietly pack up and go. Quietly, quietly, quietly. Where nobody even notices that I'm gone. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily how this plays out. But I feel like the hardest thing is to try to make sure that, you know, everybody's safe, everybody's okay here. You just need to go, that's it. Well, you can't make sure of that, you know, because it's out of your hands. All you can do is, okay, what do I need to do? Go. Okay, what's going to result out of that? Out of my hands, you know. Let's do the Hangman. In the recent past, the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups. I mean, from an energetic standpoint, it almost looks like you outgrew the situation. Like, okay, this is no longer serving you, so you need to go. So it's as easy as that, energetically speaking. Physically speaking, it's a little more complicated from what I can see here, but it's one of those, okay, there's this experience. It ran through my life. It served its purpose. It needs to go, or I need to move on from it. You know? So let me do the Chariot in the current situation. For the Chariot, you get the Four of Swords, the Hierophant, the Five of Cups. I mean, this looks a lot like a grieving process, so I'm assuming the part in which something is being removed here is already in place, because this looks a lot like, you know, you're embracing quite the grieving process here. Like, okay, we're moving on. I feel like this is the right thing to do, but it comes in with a lot of grief, you know, a lot of, oh my God. Which is normal for pretty much anything you would remove out of your life, you know, especially if there's been and still is emotional involvement there. I may do the Sun. For the Sun, you get the Ace of Cups, the Judgment card, the Five of Swords. See, you have there's always that subtle difference between things, between something like this, where you're like, I'm convinced it's going to be okay. I'm convinced I'm going to be happy. And sometimes we come through from somewhere within us. There's something that tells us, hey, everything's going to be better than fine here, you know? Other times we just tell that to ourselves so much and so in there that we think, oh no, I feel that within. No, this is you telling yourself that, hey, everything's going to be okay here. And then you're coming in saying, oh, I have a feeling. I just know. I feel it somewhere within. No. It's two different things. I knew that was going to happen one day. And I'll explain to you in a minute. No cat has been injured in the making of that sequence. So it's okay if you tell yourself that everybody's going to be okay, you're going to be happy, everything's going to be okay here, you know, but it's not something that you feel within, it's something you tell yourself, you know. So I have a chair, I have a desk over there, and I have a chair there, and Kai always jumps on the edge of that chair, on the back of that chair. And every time he jumps on that, he's the Oompa Loompa of the house, so he's kind of little. Every time he jumps on that, I always see the chair kind of flipping a little bit, but never really going down. And I'm like, one of these days. Today was one of these days. It came down. But the chair lands on a big-ass ottoman, so I knew he was going to be... That's why I didn't jump, because I'm like, he's just going to fall on the ottoman or jump, because he's a cat, ultimately. Even if he's Oompa Loompa, he's still a cat. So yeah, he jumped on the ottoman, and he was fine. But the chair... Then he's looking at the chair like... What do I do with this? Because that's my boy. That's my chair. And it is his chair. But you're going to have to wait for Mama to finish the reading. And then I'll help you with it. Anyways. For the Five of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the Eight of Cups, the Strength card, the Four of Cups. You're going to be down. You're going to be upset. It's going to be, you know, like every grieving process. You're not going to go out and party every night. And even if you do, you're not going to feel great. You know, so it's just something that it's unpleasant to go through. You don't want to be going through, but you are. Yeah, I feel like whatever that was that needed to be done in the past, it's been put in place. So you are in the process right now of removing yourself from something or someone. And again, you're showing up upset, you're showing up, you know, kind of like telling me at the end of it, I'll be okay, it's just a process, you know, I gotta go through it. I don't want to, it sucks. And I'm like, I know. Let me do the Fool. In the immediate future, you get the Sun, the Hermit, the Three of Wands. Okay, some time is passing here, and I see you being super good, like way better than even before. Like you've got quite the energy to you, and you carry a sense of happiness which reflects through you. So it's super nice. There's a lot of healing in place. So after some time, you know, you're doing your homework here. Apparently you're going through all the nasty, and you show up in a way better place than even before all of this took place. Let's do the Knight of Swords. In the immediate future, you get the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords. There's a collaborative type of an energy here. So I'm not sure if it involves just one other person aside yourself, or if there's more. But there's energy exchange, and it's feeling great. It's kind of like I see a lot of minds coming together, you know, with ideas, with things that they're doing together. I don't know, but it feels nice. It feels nice. Let me do the Three of Pentacles in the immediate future, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Okay, there's one particular, so if this is a group of people, right, that you may be collaborating with or doing something with, there's one particular energy and then that you're like, Like there's a little bit of questioning surrounding that. I still see you there, kind of, you know, it's still part of that circle. It's still there. You're engaging with that energy, but you're questioning something about this energy. So given that the reading is ending to be continued, I don't know what this is about, but it's just one energy out of the whole that kind of makes you question things. So, but overall, feels freaking amazing. This whole, how'd you end up here so fast that you're already sleeping? Kai is here. Anyways, from the universe for you as a final advice, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that this energy that you're questioning at the end of it all there, I'm guessing it's already kind of, I wouldn't say hanging by a thread, but it definitely is placed in a box of, you know, that carries on it a question mark. It's a commitment. It's close to home. It's already here. It's in place, but it already has quite a few question marks on it. So I feel like that's, as you proceed here, as you move on from whatever's going on here, and things are starting to look up and feel better and better and better, I feel like you're still looking at that energy and being like, what do I do about this one? You know? So there's a little bit of lack of clarity as to what to do in regards to a particular commitment here. And that could be, you know, that could apply to work, home, friendships even, I don't know. But you are committed to it as we speak. It just carries through a question mark, you know, with it. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.